I had, I don't know where it is, but I have a little 70 Chevelle die-cast metal, buy it from the back of the magazine, 4 payments of $59.95 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was my first Chevelle that I had. And I was on a Chevelle hunt forever, for like 5 years. And I saved all my money in a boot in my closet. And then I had enough money to buy my Chevelle, and I opened my first restaurant. And so the money had to go to that. And then I saved all my money again, and then we had our first son. And so finally I saved the money again, and I came up with enough money to go buy my first hot rod, to buy my first Chevelle. And I just love them. I mean, people will come over here and say, I've got 2 cars. Like, this car has 12 miles on it, 5 years old. Like, yeah? And like, you don't drive them all. I said, I drive them, but it's not like I have to just stare at the one piece of artwork on the wall. It's art to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I walk out there and sit in my gym is all filled with the cars. I work out, and I have my car sitting next to me. So
Yeah, Guy's got a cool garage / gym at his place.
I love cars.
But so is that yellow? The yellow Chevelle was your first one,
Yeah.
and you still got
And
that
I told
one.
the guy. Yeah, I told the guy when I bought it from him. I never would have bought a yellow car in my life. Matter of fact, I didn't go look at the car because it was yellow. This is the truth. So, I don't know if you want all this bullshit, but I'll tell it to you.
No, dude,
You guys,
lay it on
you
me,
guys
man.
Can edit this. You guys can edit this out. So, everybody knew I was looking for Chevelles. Okay, everybody knew. I had been up and down the coast of California looking for Chevelles, and I didn't have a lot of money. I think I had like $15,000 or something. But this is also 97.
Uh-huh.
So this is 1997. So I'm looking around for these Chevelles, and a buddy of mine, Tony Lopez, calls me and says, "Hey, I just saw in the newspaper. Remember when the cars were in newspapers? I saw in the newspaper there's a Chevelle for sale. It's a 71 big block, 4-speed, yellow." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I saw that, but I don't want to yellow." He goes, "Well, you got to go look at it at least. Get a perspective on what the car is." I drive up. It was my wife. Hunter was 2. I drive up, and there's this yellow Chevelle sitting there, yellow with black stripes, and I just died. I couldn't believe it. It was the coolest yellow I'd ever seen. It wasn't this yellow, and it wasn't, wasn't that neon yellow. Just this, and it's got a terrible name too. It's like sunflower yellow. Well, ironically enough, there's a story behind that, and I have the whole article and everything about that car and about how many were made of that yellow. And da-da-da. So anyhow,
Oh, that's a factory yellow? I didn't realize that's a factory yellow.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
Factory yellow. So bench seat, original bench seat, factory yellow. Had the Muncie M22 Rock Crusher in it. 22 or 21? Which one?
I don't know.
Rock Crusher. Anyhow,
I don't know.
So
Sorry.
anyhow, here's the story. So I go look at the car. I look at the car, and I go home, and Lori and I are talking about it. And she said, "Well, what are you going to do about this car? Are you going to buy the car?" And I said, "I don't have enough money. I think the guy wanted $20,000 and I had $10,000. She said, "Well, you need to get the car so you can knock it off, so you can quit, obsessing about this car thing." So I called my business partner. We had these restaurants together, and I said, "Hey, can I borrow $2,500 from you?" Again, that's a lot of money, man. 1997. I'm a little restaurant owner, And he says, "Yeah, okay, I'll lend it to you." So we drive over to the guy's house that has the car, and he's a baker at Costco. And he has to sell the car because he and his wife, who had passed away, had built the car together, and his new wife doesn't want him to have the car. She wants a Harley.
Oh, now here's motivation. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Now we've got negotiating power. Oh, yeah, there's that yellow.
This gets weird. Yeah, that's the car right there.
Yeah, there it is.
And I still have all those cars. I have every car but the big 45, the Kodiak. I don't have that.
You still have all of them?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess
I
you
have all those cars.
got to spread them out. You got other cars, too. You got other cars that aren't yellow now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, long story short, we go for a ride in the car. Okay? We're driving the car around, my business partner, myself, and the owner of the car. And all of a sudden, I realized that in my passion to get in this car and go for a drive, I have left the $15,000 on the dashboard of my pickup truck in front of this guy's house.
Oh, yikes. Oh, God.
So we scream back to the guy's house. I'm positive someone stole the money. Or maybe it's on my bench seat of my truck. Long story short, we sit there and I tell the guy how much we've got, and he's like, nah, it's just not enough, man. It's just not enough. My business partner says, hey, buddy, guy doesn't know I'm going to do this, but if I give $3,000 more, will you sell him the car, please? We're losing him. He's obsessed with this car.
We're losing him.
The guy, and my business partner is a pretty crafty guy. He gives him the money. He's holding the money.
Mm-hmm.
He says, hang on a second. Gives us back the money. Goes inside. Brings his wife out. He says, all right, how about you give us gift certificates to your restaurant for the balance? I'm like, you got it, man.
Sweet.
You got it. Whatever you want.
Yeah.